Okay, so folks, today we have a women's over 60s post-sectional match. So the winners of this match will go through to the quarterfinals later today. We have Jenny Lim and Sue Jardine, both from Bargara, playing Kate Leverton and Wendy Jones from Thuringowa. My name's Adam Taylor, and I'd like to welcome to the microphone Timbo.
Yes, good morning, Adam. Good morning, viewers. Welcome to another brilliant day of sunshine here on the Sunshine Coast, Coolum Beach, as we look forward to another big day of bowls.
Yes, this is an absolutely stunning Sunshine Coast day today. We've got this is Kate Leverton coming down here. With the purple bowls. And Jenny Lim has the red SRVs. Play 3 bowl pairs. 21 ends or a 2 hour 30-minute time limit. Was it good weather here yesterday, Timbo?
We didn't have as much sun as this. There was light high cloud cover. The wind was near on non-existent, like it is at present. It was a quite pleasant day sitting outside.
Yeah. We did have a small shower of rain overnight, but the greens are drying out from the rains of last week. We're only forecast to get a mil or two each night for the next week, so these will be running beautifully by the end of the week. Not that they're not running beautifully already, but they will quicken up. We've got the wonderful Tony with us this morning too, on in the director's chair. Believe it or not, folks, but Robbie Allen and young Reese McDougall got through in the open pairs yesterday through their section undefeated. And they are playing at Marucci a little later on in the post-sectionals there. And we wish Robbie and Reese the best of luck. Were you surprised, Tony? Tony was a bit surprised. Were you surprised, Timbo?
Nothing surprises when you talk about the man, the legend, the myth.
Okay, now we've got Sue Jardine.
First start.
Yeah, that was Wendy Jones coming through there from Thuringowa. And we've got wedge there between the purple of Team Jones and the red of Team Jardine.
Sitting right out behind it. This is close. If it holds, taking it out cleanly.
Smashed.
Has it stayed in play?
Oh, it's just in. Yep. Just in by a good 2 inches. So it's a draw game now between the skips.
So it's Sue on the mat now, isn't it?
It's on the mat. No, it is Wendy from Thuringowa.
Okay, so I can't see the... Yep, that's where that is. So I think their team bowl is closest at the moment.
Yep.
There's a heap of room to draw.
And she's done a good job.
Crosses over.
Yep, good bowl.
Now, did the other bowl stay in? It did.
Yep. So that's currently 2 to Wendy Jones.
This is quite a wide field here. That hand coming away from the club is not the one that draws back. It's a narrower draw on that hand.
Yes. Yeah, it's been that all week. On the western side, it's been a bit tighter than the eastern.
This has got merit if it's got the legs. It's all over it.
Probably just the one still. The aquary pink bowl on the right is second shot from what we can see here live on the green. Now Sue Jardine. Looks a better line here, Timbo.
Yep.
Just going to run through a bit too heavy.
Looked like it was going to stop well and truly.
Yeah.
Just kept going.
So 1 shot to Team Jones. The ladies from Townsville lead 1-0. Good morning, Mary. 5. Yeah, Mary, I'll pass those words on to Robbie. Good luck. Be lovely to see him progress through to the pointy end. G'day, Josh. Heading to the Pelican Nest a bit later on.
Looks like the Townsville girls are trying to shorten the end up a bit.
Yeah, they are going quite short.
Kate's pretty much put it exactly where Wendy wanted.
Yep.
Didn't have to move. And it's just a fraction of a straightener needed.
And how was your cruise, Timbo?
Yep, as per normal, it was like going home.
Yeah.
I did a Glass Station dinner one night on it. It was the best meal I've had in over 40 years of cruising.
Crikey.
Absolutely fantastic.
Which ship?
We're on the Carnival Encounter, which former P&O.
Mm-hmm.
Out of Brisbane, we did 7-night one out to Vanuatu.
Lovely.
And then came back and had 3 days on the Gold Coast partying up down there.
And how are they going? They're recovering from the earthquake over there in...
No, that Port Vila is still permanently closed.
Yeah.
There'll be a while. The devastation there was very significant, probably worse than ones that they've had before. I've been there a few times just after cyclones or when the plate had been reopened, but I have a lot of friends there and their photographs showed me the devastation. Brick, 3-story brick buildings just came down on cars. A lot of shops were busted up on the main road.
Yeah.
So there'll be a while before they're back in.
Yeah, well, it's good that important that tourism keeps going over there because that's their main income stream. So Jenny Lim's bowled a beautiful forehand draw bowl there, holding one. Jenny's been bowling for about 6 years. Kate, her lead opponent here, informs me that she's been playing for a very long time.
That's a good home from Jen. Just behind.
Yeah, 2 good bowls, advantage Jenny there.
That's advantage Bagara at this early stage.
It's good to see country Queensland well represented here. Bagara from up near beautiful Bundaberg and Thuringowa from Townsville.
It truly is a state championship when you've got them coming from everywhere.
Yes.
So Wendy's first bowl is tracking right to the jack.
Very good bowl.
Little toucher there. Want to just run through a bit. And, the Bagara team is still holding. Another pretty good line. Just needs to run all the way. Possibly in the count as well.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I think Wendy's 3 down here. Just needs to take the meter off.
Gets round this is a big chance.
Well, that's taken some pain out, that's for sure.
Yeah, that
It's
probably
close to
is
shot.
the shot. Or close to it.
Certainly is. Chance here for Sue to trail on her backhand to get it back to those reds of Jenny Lim's.
They played the backhand.
And right round the back, they were a couple down if it did go back.
That would indicate to me that they believe they have shot.
Yes. Yeah, good point. Looks like they...
Not quite sure that's the case now. I think
that yellow will be shot
girls
now.
are holding one. Just missing the line, and she can get to the shot bowl. It might be a chance. Oh, didn't get it full enough.
Yeah.
So one more to the Townsville girls.
Good morning, Reese. Good morning, Noel from Kilcoy. G'day, Brian. Look forward to catching up this afternoon. G'day, Mark from the Philippines. And the Thuringowa City Bowls Club is tuned in, cheering on Kate and Wendy.
Hey, Brian Marshall, good morning. Kerry Green, pretty early in the morning for you two boys to be bright and breezy. Morning, Mark. Watching from the Philippines. Thuringowa City Bowls Club are tuned in watching their girls. They got off to a good start. 2 ends in, they've turned the scoreboard both times.
Yeah, it's a lovely
Morning,
start.
Serena Bodell. Wendy Jones is a very competent player, yeah. Just having difficulty reading off our little iPads and things. The sun's very bright here, so bear with us as we navigate as best we can.
It's great to see the Sunshine Coast living up to its well-earned name.
Nothing like an interloper coming up here and putting rubbish on us.
Well, we've had the same weather down the Gold Coast, I'll tell you that.
It's even worse down northern New South Wales at the moment.
Well, I know. Gee, New South Wales is copying it again.
I was talking to Hat Head this morning, and it hadn't stopped raining there for days.
Oh. Jenny Lim, good positive bowl, unlucky.
Opened it out. Now the commentators can see where the jack is. All this one needs to do is keep running to be in the count.
Yeah, it's a lovely line. Oh, yeah, all girls bowling pretty well from the outset here.
Not far away. Not far away.
Got it. Great bowl, Jenny
that's
Lim.
A fantastic effort.
Yep, crowd appreciative of that effort.
And it's made better by the fact that now the 3 Townsville bowls are basically in front.
Yes.
So it creates less opportunity for the skip to
get it through
get in there. And Bagara do hold the backest as well.
Just trying to get through that little port there.
It's just not going to swing around enough.
It gets a result, however. Close second shot.
I think any contact on that dark bowl out there is going to bring the jack back over this side. So I think the place for this bowl is somewhere around Jenny's feet, or foot or so behind.
Yep, anything behind is in the game at this stage.
Well, she's given herself plenty of room to get round that outside bowl, which she has. That's a pretty good bowl there.
Yep.
Another one to take a seat in the departure lounge.
Yeah, it defends that shot bowl quite well there because Wendy can't afford to play huge weight.
Well, it's probably, an opportunity to play the other hand or to maintain that hand and play with a bit of weight through those front bowls.
She's still drawing. Surprised she's not rolling through those front blacks.
Well, one thing, it would have opened it up for a start.
Yeah.
You go this way and get onto your own bowl, you're only going to push the white back further to the ones that are waiting back there.
Yes. Okay, that's
Well, now you've got one out there yourself. You may get that option with your last one. Not sure this has got enough weight here to get all the way back here. I'm not even going to get to the jack. Looks like she's still on the draw. The foot out there is to mean something. It is the better, wider draw on that hand, but I think that one was just let go too wide.
She only had 4 inches to draw that too. Well, Sue might be happy to take the one here. She's just going to try and sneak under that red.
Picked a hole there.
That's going to be too wide, I'd reckon.
Oh, it's going to get in between those two bowls. It's now more about what the weight is. Whoop.
One shot to the Bagara women.
Yep. Open their account. 3 ends down. For those just joining, this is the post-sectional play of the ladies over 60 pairs. The game is 21 ends with no dead ends, and there is a 2-hour 30 time limit. And the winners of this round will play another game this afternoon, which will be a quarter-final clash. And we will have the open ladies pairs here as well this afternoon. And they will get down to their semi-final stage. So tomorrow brings in the men's and women's semi-final and finals for the 4 pairs disciplines. That is men and women over 60 and men and women open. So it looks like a fantastic lineup there on Thursday. Great day if we've got the sun out. Come down the bolo. Grab a bit of lunch. You can come and watch the bowls. You can see it from inside the club. Windows run parallel to greens 1 and 2. There is our live streaming is also inside, and we have a deck that has changed. So the viewing deck for bowls it gives you access to greens 2 and 3, and you can have a bite to eat out there as well now. So tomorrow, if you're free, we'd like to see you down here at Coolum Bowls Club.
Absolutely. Now both girls are a little short here. Good morning. Chucky Vogel is over watching from the grandstand across the road. He, of course, is in the penthouse over here opposite the Bowls Club with his family. And Colin, yes, I did treat it with the required amount of medicine last night, and the voice is feeling much better today.
Good morning, Greg and Eddie Eagle, Christine Planter from Toowoomba. Hope the chill's gone out of the air early in the morning up there. You've got to hope the sun is shining like it is here.
It's 18 years, not 21.
It's a error from Robbie there. 18 ends we're playing, not 21. Well picked up, Tony.
Pickle me grandmother, the legend, has actually made a mistake. And he's not here for us to give it to him.
Oh.
Well, it's interesting with a different set of ends. We've just been told that the end in this post-sectional is different. But it's interesting the time allowed to play was the same time with 3 less ends.
Yeah. Yeah, we played 18. No, we played 21 yesterday.
Correct.
No, it was in fact, Robbie wasn't wrong.
It wasn't?
No.
It is 21 ends?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, advantage.
Just going to slide across the head.
Yep. So 2 shots here to the team from Thuringowa. Chance to draw a 3rd shot.
This one's going to just slide across, but it might have the weight to stay in the count.
Yeah, that's probably going to count.
There's a heap of room there.
Sue just needs to miss Kate's front roll there at 11 o'clock. She's going to be under it.
It's down to a weight. What's going to happen? Run off the punch forward?
Yeah, that'll be 2nd shot, so that's eased a bit of the pain.
You don't want to punch that up more. Well, you have. It may not be enough, I think.
It's going to go to the measure. It's pretty close.
I think the Townsville may hold that. They've gone and measured from the Magara Bowl. Yep, they did. Lucky enough. If it had turned half a roll again, it would have been a different result.
Yes. So 3-1 after 4.
Okay, so we've got the mat just about on the tee. Probably playing a little bit over minimum length. So Kate's first to go. Let's turn the thing around. There we go.
2 good lead bowls.
Something tells me these two are going to be in for a pretty epic clash here. The way that they've both started.
Yeah, it looks pretty evenly matched, doesn't it?
I hope Jenny's going to come on her forehand. This is the wider of the draws, going away from the clubhouse in this rink. This will come all the way back here with the right weight. Pretty good effort. Pretty good effort. Yep, another very good
Yeah,
bowl.
good bowls, Jenny.
Following it up and blowing on it, getting every inch out of it or every centimetre out of it that she could.
Yeah, good morning, Bill, up in Aberdeen there in the east coast of Scotland. Jack McShane won the World Bowls Indoor Men's Championship there just a month or so ago.
Morning, Simon Wood. Nobody gives Robbie time off. He's Mr. Perpetual Motion. He'll always find something to be doing.
Okay, that disruptive bowl there from Wendy Jones, but Jenny Lim still has 3 shots there. The Reds, they're all in a line. It's going to be hard to get to.
Morning, Maureen Carney. Welcome to the coverage. Chance for Sue to add into this count.
She's done it very well too.
Fatten the target up a bit. Another roll just to have pushed that over behind.
I know Chucky Vogler's eyes would be lighting up at that site.
Well, I can see why.
He's played this well.
Yep. Oh,
Still one shot to Sue. The pinky grey looking bowls there.
I'll be looking at changing hands. Yep, and I come up the backhand. They've certainly taken a wide track here. Might give you some indication she thinks she's holding the shot.
Yeah. Delicate here because Wendy doesn't need to give her bowl any more than 1 roll, otherwise she's going to go 4 down. So she might rattle in on the backhand here. She has a catcher down there at 7 o'clock. Too wide.
Now it'll be interesting to see what Sue looks for here. He's going to play the shot.
Okay, now Sue just trying to move this back a touch to get to 3 or 4.
Yeah, as I said, that hand there is just a little different.
Okay,
They've
1
just
to the
gone
Bagara
straight in
girls.
and picked up one.
Yeah.
Bagara are wanting to take the mat back a bit by the look of that. One and stuck the...
It's I think it's 3-2. I think it's 2-3 now, 5.
Okay, we're about a 3/4 length for Bagara to start up here on N6. First 5 ends of all been singles.
Okay, Jenny a little short, both her bowls there. Kate had good weight, just needs to adjust her line. Just running through about 4 feet.
And we could get to the jack, just pulled up
Nearly.
a fraction short.
Just a little short.
So the change over again, and Bagara are holding the shot.
Good morning, Greg and Carol. Nothing like a bright, beautiful autumn day in the great state of Queensland. Exactly right. Absolutely stunning weather. Best time of the year up here, I reckon. Autumn through winter to early spring. Sue just trying to get back to the jack. A lovely draw bowl. That'll be shot. So holding 2 now.
Just went a little on the wide side here.
Yep. Just needs to follow a previous down. Just trying to get back, not quite. Still 2 to the Bagara girls.
Let's come to a very good home.
Yeah, it's close to 3. It's probably just out. Wendy Jones, I think she's a little wide again.
This will do its work in here on the end.
Runs into Jenny's bowl. Might have cut it down to 1. 1 more to the Bagara girls.
Yep, the one trend continues. 6 ends.
6 ones.
3 all.
You can probably hear a greenkeeper on the top green here. He's got the roller out for the first time in a few days, I'd suggest. The green's drying out. Looks like fun, Timbo, doesn't it? Up and down on the roller.
Not my cup of tea, mate.
Good to see he's wearing his safety boots too. Not his Queensland safety boots, the old thongs, but like they used to in the old days. But
Mate, Judy Care is a responsible boss that he is.
yeah.
What a brilliant start. As a skip, you just got to love that sort of stuff.
They have got 4-3 on the scoreboard there, but I don't know where they got the 2 from. Could be an error on their part too yet. But yeah. Jenny Lim with a cracking first bowl. He's a cracking second bowl as well. Beautiful
That's
bowling.
pretty good.
Yep. Skip's dream there, Timbo. You would have loved that in the day.
Yeah, mate. I had a lead for a lot of my career. Graham Anderson from this club. He used to break hearts. He'd get on and just go like a robot. I was a bit of a joke in our team. The second for our team was Jack Smith. Jack would stand on the mat and put his arm out like a traffic cop as to which way you want him to play. And we'd be holding 2 when Jack got on there, and then we'd be holding 1 when he got off, and it wouldn't be Ando's bowl.
3 great bowls there from Jenny.
Oh, that's heartbreaking stuff for oppositions when you can keep doing that.
So they've got to change this up now. They've got to move that Jack out of there.
That's not enough weight to do that. But it's held really well.
Yeah, he did need to play more weight though. You're right there, Timbo.
What's that, about a foot away and they're still 3 down?
Yeah. As I said earlier, Jenny's only been playing 6 years. He's using size 2 SRVs.
Okay, so it's Sue to play first. She'll probably be looking to have one somewhere behind now. Cover off on the 2 back ones that Kate's got sitting waiting there.
She's going to cut across the head here, I think.
Oh,
sure,
it may serve a purpose.
Bring back the blocker.
Blocker or the positional. This is fairly well pointed too, and it's got a good enough weight to get that. No, it did not turn enough.
No,
but it certainly had the weight to turn that her teammate's bowl into the head there. She did give herself every opportunity. This is out on a much wider track. This will be one that if it gets the weight, it'll get back here behind. Hadn't got back as far as she would have liked, I would suspect.
More weight here. No. Controlled weight. Needs to tighten it up, but I don't know if this is going to be...
It's not going to turn enough from there with that weight.
Okay, chance to draw a 4th here. Make hay while the sun shines.
Yep. Well, she'll still be trying to get one at the back here. That's not going to get there either. This is going to cut across the front.
Doesn't make it any easier.
It really is hard now for Wendy to make a shot, but
still looking to roll that purple up of Kate's.
If she's got the right weight and she's in the area, something can happen. The age-old saying, when you're down, you've got to be up. She certainly got up all right, and I think that could be at least 3 there. I think that every one of Jen's counted.
Yeah, great lead bowling, and they hung on there. Could not be matched.
No.
So they kick away now. 7-3.
It's gone back in length. Probably just over the 3/4 part. Not a bad start if she can run it out. Probably half a metre.
Yeah, not bad. Good morning, Maureen, Diana and Bev. Bev's cheering on the Bagara girls. And they've got off to a very good start.
This one of Kate's not going to trouble the scorer at this early stage unless the monkey goes backwards. Taking a narrower run with this one, Jen. But the weight will be such that it'll end up in a good home.
This is better. Lovely bowl.
That's the boss cocky until another one comes along. Thought she was going to try and contemplate going on the other hand, but she's played this hand pretty well. Oh, she has changed.
She has changed,
so
yeah.
Looking to sit out the last bowl. Not a bad effort. Weight was great. Just a fraction, it needed to be a fraction wider. That's all right, you don't need to be quick. I'm just trying to add another one in here. Just didn't. Well, Sue's got plenty of room here on the open draw. On a pretty good line here. She's going to get all the way back. And drawn around that bowl. Found a good home behind.
Wendy.
One's a little bit on the runny side.
Yep.
But it will find a home at the back as well. Sue's on a tighter line this time.
That's not going to get there.
No. I think they're playing keepings off here. Not trying to get the closest. There's a heap of room still. This is probably the better one. Oh, that's managed to run through as well.
Yep.
That's still there for the taking.
It is. Coming down on the forehand.
She's gone back out wide at this time. I think this might be the best of the three that she's done. Getting all the way back to it. Is it going to stop on the yellow?
Okay, chance to add one more here for the Thuringowa girls.
The black one must be the shot. This will go close to adding another one.
Yeah, I
will
reckon
it?
that has done the job too.
I think it might.
Yeah.
The girls look over and 2 digits go up.
Good fight back there from the Thuringowa girls. And from memory.
So we're 8 ends in.
Yeah. Still anyone's game. from memory, Timbo, Thuringower was named after the state in Germany. It's where the Shire's first, from memory, the first Shire's first chairman, John von Steiglitz, where he originated from.
Oh, okay.
So that's how he... Sounds like an Aboriginal name, but it is in fact not.
You're a bundle of information this morning.
Oh,
If memory serves you right, I didn't think you were that old.
It's amazing what's in the back of the old head there.
Okay, so the Matt's right back on the tee, and we're halfway up the line, so three-quarter length at least. Kate's first one has picked the line well, and it's run through a metre or so.
Now, Jenny. Lacking a bit of weight there and missing her line somewhat. This looks to be better.
This is going to get all the way to the jack. Good correction.
That's the one.
Well, didn't last long. Good response.
Yeah.
That's a good-looking line. All down to the weight.
Oh, I don't know if he's here.
She's not there by the look of that.
No.
Well, that's probably the worst start for the leads.
Yeah.
First eight ends had been a lot.
Yeah, a bit all over the place there.
Not sure what. Second.
This is a good line. Trying to get back to the kitty. No, it's not coming back. These bowls of Sue's do swing quite a lot. Just overcooking the weight. Still 2 to the Thuringower girls. And this is a better line from Wendy Jones.
They're not quite going to get there.
No, running into the short one.
Players have been a bit loose in the last two ends. All over it to start with. This is going to come all the way back if you've got the weight, but
Struggling.
Once again, I'm not sure they have.
Nope.
There's six bowls, all 2 metres plus short. My grandmother would be able to draw this shot. Even Darley's grandmother could draw this shot.
Timbo. Here it comes. Not getting back though. Might be second shot. Maybe not. I reckon that's 2.
Oh.
We're going to the adjudicator.
The best part about it, they went searching for the tape quickly.
Didn't do it
rather,
with fingers.
rather than walk around and 4 times and then do the finger measure and decide then we'll have a real measure. I think that's 1 to the Townsville girls.
Yep. 7-6.
Not the best end of bowls we've seen played so far this morning.
No, Robbie's done his stretching and he's ready to play. He's got his game gear on. He's sitting there like he's got a stubby in his hand. A mother. It's a mother original. Breakfast.
I learnt the hard way that he drinks mothers. Tried to surprise him one day and went and bought 2 or 3 cans of what I thought was his and I put them on the table and he turned his nose up. No, I had the wrong ones.
What were they? Monsters.
No, they won't be surprised to see an umpy called here to check the measure. Or maybe not. Yep, no, they have called him. Ray Tooney just doing the umpiring job today. Ray's one of the tireless workers here at Coolum Beach Bowls Club, and the members here have done a fantastic job rallying around and providing their support, as have, I'm sure, all of the members of the other host clubs. So a big thank you for all of those people who have given up their time to help make the state championships and the district sides before it a big success. Well done.
As the tape comes out. Yeah, we'd like to thank our sponsors of this event, Identified Services, for all your cleaning, maintenance and management needs. Property management. It is in.
It was 2 fingers good.
Yeah.
I usually look at it and think, would I face Dennis Lilly at that length?
Yeah, I would now, but because Dennis is well into his 70s.
Yeah, but I still reckon he'd put him down quicker than you could see him. Yeah, good start there from Kate.
Yeah, DK Lilly, eh? See, Kepler Vessels is playing in this event as well. It's not sure if he got through in the over 60s yesterday.
Kepler's been a well-established bowler in the Brisbane area for quite some time. He's played district sides for a number of years, and quite often in various tournaments I've seen his name listed. Very competent player. He
still looks fit. He looks like he could go out and open the batting still.
He'd probably still be able to fight 15 rounds because he could do that as well.
Okay, so this is a better set of bowls here from the leads. Bowler from Suva, Michael. Hope things are going well over there in the beautiful Fiji.
That's where I should have been on the way there now.
Fiji.
Good morning, Diane Hart, Bev Mumness, supporting the Bagara ladies. Matt Grumby supporting the Townsville girls.
Okay,
yes, Kate, some of these girls and ladies have played over 20 games in the last 2 weeks. You're not wrong there. They'll be looking for a warm bath, soak the feet when it's all done and dusted. Buller from Suva Bowling Club.
Fiji. Truman always wanted to get to Fiji, but he never got to Fiji.
I was there this time last year and we were due to be in Fiji Saturday, I think.
Good bowls here.
Yeah, holding a few here
the
now.
Townsville girls here. Thuringower. Hope you're getting the noise up there in the club.
Well, there's a nice wall of bowls to sit on there. Wait's going to beat her here.
Yep.
It was Wait for what she wanted.
Yeah,
but
I didn't mind the weight. I thought that was good, but just needs to tighten it up.
Yeah, this is the line.
Yep.
With that weight. There's another one on the way in here. Oh, that's added to it again.
Yeah.
One in, one out, maybe. Maybe the yeah.
Yeah, very close.
This is still not going to turn, is it? Probably only two.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yep.
It might even be only one.
Yeah, I think Kate sort of suggested that was just the one, because Jenny's bowl's wedged in there in the middle.
Well, still a couple to come in this end, so this one's on the wide track as well. It's just going to punch over Jenny's earlier one. That might be the guide in there if she was staying on that other hand. Bit undecided here with what she wants to play. I think she is going to come backhand. Yep. And I think that one might be too wide as well. I think you needed to be underneath that front bowl there.
Yep, ran into one of her own.
Pushed it in as one as her own. So it's just the one.
Yes. Yep. We're all tied up again.
So we've done 10 ends.
Yep.
11 ends to go.
If they both get one more each, they'll be
play's
still tied.
been going for 58 minutes. And they've now got an 11 end game.
Yep, sprint.
The winners of this morning's game will go through to the quarter-final, which will be played later today. It'll be starting before midday, I would suspect.
Our game 2 today is an open women's quarter-final. It'll be between Denise Gilbert and Tanya Gillis playing Sophie Allen, granddaughter of the legendary Robbie Allen, and Joe Watts, the Paradise Point Dolphin. That's going to be a cracking game. Young Sophie's bowling very well, and Joe is at the top of her form. I'm not sure about Denise and Tanya. I don't know a lot about them, but I'm sure it'll be a cracking match.
I'm sure your investigative reporting self will have more info when it comes time to start the screening.
I'll get down to the facts of the matter, Timbo. You know that.
Yeah, mate, you'll be doing the Jimmy Olsen. Don't call me chief.
A good 5 feet short there from Kate.
They've dropped the last couple of ends, so let's see if Jenny can get back on it. She started up like a house on fire. This has got some merit. Still running. Probably half a metre more it needed. This one's on a sailing trip with Rod Stewart.
Yeah,
it's the line there badly. Home it comes. Still a metre or so to come, but This is well pointed. This
Yeah.
will be close to being the boss. Oh no, just needed to get a touch there.
Really?
Sailed on by a bit.
Looks like that one at 10 o'clock could still be shot there of Jenny's.
Yep, think so. As we look at it, it's actually 2 o'clock.
Don't confuse me, please, Timbo. As we are. Okay, another good jack high bowl. Might be 3, might be 2.
Whoop. They've gone black. No video input.
We'll just keep calling it. We've just lost our screens here, folks, but
Might need the fan.
we've got some hot equipment. Yeah, we got
Bring that over and do any good.
pictures come back.
Just until the sun changes.
Okay, Sue trying to get through that hole. No, running into Jenny's reds.
Well, Tony's as good as the genius, Robbie. We'd lost our picture.
Thanks,
Took
Troy.
her all of about 20 seconds to work out what the problem was,
It was only our equipment
and
too.
took another 5 seconds for me to give her the solution.
G'day, Troy Corber. Looking forward to catching up. I believe you've got your big final on tonight, the men's pairs at the Dolphinarium. Best of luck, mate. Now, Sue.
Luke McKenzie, Ross from Fiji also.
Oh.
Welcome to the coverage.
We've got plenty from Fiji. Plenty of room to draw this.
Yeah, Troy, we've sorted that out quickly, my brother. We could still see the streaming on the iPads we've got here where we read the messages. So, yeah, we realised it was only our screen pretty quickly.
This is a very good draw bowl from Wendy. Sue trying to get touch on any of these reds.
Not
Too wide.
going to come all the way back as she
It's
needed.
way too wide.
Well, there's a count.
1-2, Thuringowa.
Hit the front.
Talking about Bagara, do you know how Bagara got its name there, Timbo?
No, mate, but I'm going to know soon, I'm sure.
It
Or
was originally called...
press the pause button, I'll run in outside and ask Jimmy C.
No, it's okay. From memory, it was known as Sandhills. I recall that because there was a golf club there, and there's a lot of memorabilia on the wall there, Sandhills. And it was adjacent to two other suburbs or localities called Barrowlin and Woongarra. So they went for, let's call it half of that. So they got the bar from Barrowlin and the Gara from Woongarra, and that became Bagara.
There you go.
Now you know.
Heard it first here.
Yep.
So you were caddying around that golf club up there?
No, never caddy, but I
in your past
did
life.
pop in for a refreshment one day.
Oh, fairly good start here from Kate. Setting up the play well for her team with the last 3 or 4 ends.
Yes.
She's had the good starts, and
Yes,
they've been
she's
able to be converted into points on the board each time.
She's lifted. Jenny's got a pretty good reply here too. Turning into a pretty good leads battle.
I think Kate's just got her nose in front there for the shot.
G'day, Joe Franzi. Yeah, no luck for you in the over 60 pairs yesterday. Bad luck. It was a pleasure playing with you in the fours. And who'd forget the great Woombai Bakery? What a great spot that is.
Pretty good pies there.
Yes, proper fillings, huge pies.
This is well pointed here. This one might... it set the other one down. I think Kate's still holding.
Yeah, that sounded like a tough group you had there, Joe. You had Colin Bray and Ray Glasser, and also Red Edwards and Neil Hall. That over 60s is nearly as tough as the Opens.
Another great bowl from Kate there. Now
Just a
holding
good head.
2. Jen's gone scarpering to the back. Got to think that that was on purpose. So Sue might have the idea of playing a bit more aggressively when she gets the opportunity here.
It's probably about 8 inches between the kitty and the shot bowl, so it is drawable, but true, the percentage bowl might be to have a run at that.
I can't believe she'd be that far through and she'd been drawing on the first with the first 2 bowls.
No. Here's a good bowl. That'll be shot. That's a very good head now for the Thuringowa girls.
This is on the narrower of the draw lines on this rink. Coming home now. Is it going to stay?
Oh, it cannoned one of Jenny's red bowls out, and sort of replaced it.
Yep.
It's still 2 to the Team Jones.
Correct. Well, that one's just managed to hang out on the wing. She's given the indication she might be going to have a look down off the other hand. Oh, it might be too wide there. She can take note of that because she's still got another to come.
Mm-hmm. Now Wendy coming down to have a good look at the head. See what she can do. Holding 2 at least. Could well be 3. Going round the back.
Yeah, pretty smart play. In the opposition had 3 at the back. Looking to narrow this up a bit and rattle around in this head. That's a better line for what she's done, I believe. It's just now down to her weight. Oh.
Got the job done.
Well, at best it'll be 1 down, I would have thought. No, she's got the shot.
Got the shot.
Well, there you go.
Every bowl
it
pleases
can be
someone.
it can be a cruel game at times, can't it?
Yeah.
So we're now 12 ends in and 88 on the scoreboard, 8 all. Looking across the rinks, we've got team from Kawana. Can't see who's in front, but that's 12-4, 7-4. There's some close games in the other matches on this rink.
Got a scoreboard discrepancy by the looks of things here. Yes, 8 all. A little short there from Jenny. There's another good bowl from Kate. She's really lifted the last 3 or 4 ends. If you're in the area, folks, try and get down here today. We've got another game after this one. We've also got the men's games being played at Marucci Club, Maroochydore, near the beautiful cotton tree. Another good bowl from Kate. She's got 2 beauties there. Jenny needs to find another metre or so. Oh, what an adjustment there, Jenny Lim. Very good. Just what the doctor ordered there.
Correct, Mundo. 2 short ones, and then you nail it with your third. It'd be difficult to get the shot on this hand.
It's got to be
trying
here.
to get another one in the head would be the play here.
Yes.
I do have the back, and any touch on that shot bowl's going to send the jack out to the darker of the bowls.
And just a reminder, our sponsors of this event, Wonderful Sunshine Coast Council and Identified Services for all your property cleaning, maintenance and management requirements. Looks to be on a good line. Great bowl. Oh, and it poked through the hole. Couldn't have done that any better. Holding 2 now, the Thuringowa girls.
Pressure now back on to Sue.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe that bowl would go directly through that hole.
Just a little on the wide side to get all the way back. A little bit runny, really. She certainly got back over to the centre line. And she's got a couple more. Well, this is going to go close to getting in the count.
Yeah, very
certainly get in the
good.
way.
Important bowl here, 3 down.
Now, you do not want to be wide here. It's a bit more narrower to be inside that yellow.
Here's a better line, but is she here?
No, he's going to get across the side of it.
Yeah.
So there's.
Thought she might have come
They're going
through
to
the
get
hole. On
they're going to get a couple
left.
here, maybe.
Suggest they got at least 3. It's drawing for 4.
Yeah, the +1. It's going to go underneath as well. Not even get here. A bit of a wasted opportunity there in such a tight match. If you were able to get that out and score.
3 shots. Great Kel Emerton's here watching his wife here. Marilyn, playing in the over 60 pairs.
Just while they're getting ready to play this end, been asked to put a message out across Budrum Bowls Club, one of the co-hosts of the state titles up here, have a big 2-day event coming up on this weekend, and they're one team short. It's a men's prestige fours. Over the 2 days with 5 games of play, $6,500 up for grabs. And if you're interested, you can give the club a ring or jump on the Budrum Bowls website page and you'll find the details there, or give the club a ring. So yeah, looking for another men's prestige fours team for this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, $6,000 prize pool. Okay, so we're down to
heading towards the straight.
14 this time.
Yeah, we're at about the 600 now. We're about to turn into the straight shortly. So that was a big 3 there for Kate and Wendy.
We've still got 200 metres before we turn into the straight at Moonee Valley, mate.
I think we're at the 800 there. Still round the back. Okay, both girls struggling a little coming back this way this time. Jenny Lim. It's underdone her grass line there. The great Robbie Allen is pacing up and down like a cat on a hot tin roof, waiting for his limousine to pull up so he can get escorted to Maroochy Bowls Club. Kate. Oh, Jenny, this is out a bit wide. It's like she lost the balance on the mat there. Weight was pretty good. Plenty of room here for the skips to draw through those gaps. Shot bowl is at least a metre away. Got a lot of messages coming in, Robbie, for best of luck. Okay, knocking her own partner's bowl up there. That's at least one now to Team Jones.
Still holding. There's plenty of room for Sue to get in, but Wendy's trying to drop another one in here. Fairly well pointed.
Close here.
It's going to get all of the way. Oh, right to the jack.
That's at least 2.
Maybe change the hand here. Should probably still only be a draw because she doesn't have anything behind.
No, I thought she might try and come through this hole running into traffic. That sort of blocks that up now.
That's why short bowls are terrible in at any time, but also here where you can drop numbers pretty quickly here.
It's another good effort here.
I think there's another one coming close to the count here.
So that's at least 3. And a couple of great bowls there from skip Wendy Jones.
Yeah, it's probably going to necessitate her going back to the other hand, which is, changing hands from one to the other. Jenny's given her some directions. I'm not quite sure that It's what Sue's thinking, but
Well, one, she must be up. And two, she must be round those front reds.
well, she's not going to get the first part of it right, nor the second part, I would have thought. Oh,
No, that's
bowl of nothing, light and tight.
3 shots. That's 2 threes in a row now.
The Phil Keats, light and tight, fingers. Or Keegan with the light and tight, and fingers for 3 Phil.
Fingers. So 2/3 the way through, and we've got the biggest lead of the match so far. 6 shots now. Kate Leverton Wendy Jones over Jenny Lim and Sue Jardine. Sounds like Robbie's limousine driver's on the phone saying, "Oh, I'm waiting for you."
Okay, so Kate's leading us off here now on the 15th end. I think the main focus for Jenny and Sue here is to ensure that they actually turn the scoreboard over on this end. Haven't had a score for a while.
Yeah, couldn't agree more,
Getting in
Timbo.
a bit of a rut, so now's the time that they need to do something to stay in this game.
Both lead bowls going
Jenny's
through.
and his first one has just run through, but it does count in this early stage. Set a good home at the back. Not sure this one's going to get all the way here. Going to work off to the side.
Better for Jenny, just needs to run it out now.
Morning, Robin McAnally.
Yep, it has. Yep.
Start to see some of the players who had byes this morning starting to arrive for their matches. The quarterfinals of the over 60s and opens will both be here this afternoon.
So it's just Jenny's still holding here with that one at 3 o'clock. That one's not going to get there.
Oh, that's disappointing. Very disappointing. Well,
Had a swim this morning down at the beach there. It's nice to see the surf's eased down a little, Timbo.
yeah. Well, I haven't seen much of it, but having been away for a while. But
It's been very big
yeah,
waves.
we love it every morning. We have a stroll down the front to our local coffee shop, and
Yeah,
Sunday you get the paper and go and watch the nippers.
Yeah, it's a magnificent part of the world.
Oh yeah. Every time I have to go and see the grandkids in Sydney and Melbourne, I can't wait to be on the plane coming back, just because there's no hustle and bustle here like there is down there.
Yeah, you feel it as soon as you arrive, don't you? Just everything's moving a bit quicker.
I lived in both of those places for years. Melbourne being the most recent of them, but the 25 so years I've been up here, quite used to the different lifestyle, different pace.
Yeah.
I love the formal dress, short thongs and t-shirts, and they work basically daytime, nighttime.
All year round.
I think the only time I ever wear shoes is when I go to funerals or I'm on a cruise ship.
Yeah, marvellous part of the world here. Beautiful beaches from
The beauty
Noosa
with
to
Coolum, we're still a village.
Caloundra. Yeah.
Literally. We don't have, we have two buildings over 4 floors, and nothing above that. We're not Caloundra, Mooloolaba, Maroochy or Noosa with towers everywhere. It's just going to get in the count here, I think.
Yeah. I think Noosa's still got a height limit, but if
Well,
you
there are existing places in Noosa that already had that.
snuck through back in the wonderful 70s, maybe. 80s.
I know how we got the two up here. I won't say anything as to in case some of the relatives are still alive and want to sue me for slander.
It looks like 2, maybe.
Well, this is going to come home from there. It's just how far it runs through.
Just very close to here. See if Jenny's red bowl. Yeah, in
Not
fact it
getting the
did.
chance. They've picked them up before.
Yeah, the red bowl was shot. So 1-2 Team Bagara.
There you go. That's what they needed to do. They needed to stop that scoreboard from the opposition, and they've done that. Now the next job will be get a good length that they feel comfortable with and get Jenny back to banging them on there like she was earlier on.
So Kate and Wendy with a 5-length lead as they're turning into the straight.
Well, five behind with 6 to play.
Yeah. Jenny and
More
Sue
than doable.
just need to just keep winning ends, and little fish are sweet. Ones.
Yeah, well, that's the Townsville girls' strategy from here on is if they're down, one down will always be good fishing.
Yeah.
They only need to win one end if you're doing that to ensure that they get over the post. Danny's first one was a little on the short side, and I think Kate's going to go out with support and run into it. How often do you see that?
That's why we love the game.
I just think sometimes some of the players, and I don't mean to be rude, but it's just an observation. I think sometimes some of the players, they're not concentrating on what they need to be doing. It's sort of, they're just picking it up and playing it without, taking that extra second to, get it right, have the shot visualisation in your head to do what's needed. And you see some of they play so well with 3 bowls earlier on, and then you look up and they're 2 and 3 metres short, and the correction's not there either. I just think sometimes they go to sleep.
Yep. Oh, a bit wayward here, the girls.
Yeah, and sometimes you pick your bowls up, and I notice a lot of people, they put the bowl down, they have a look, they turn their back on it because, it's no good. And the first thing they do is race back to pick up the bowl, and they've got the bowl in their hand before, their first bowl's their bowl's even stopped.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the best way of playing at all.
I think, like golf, I think you've got to have a pre-shot routine to make sure your mind's set.
Correct. Well, we did a stream yesterday with in the ladies' pairs first thing yesterday morning, and I remember looking at the skip, and she was deliberate in her preparation every single time.
Yep.
And she delivered consistently.
Yeah.
And it's like the golfers. You don't have to look good. In the golf, it's not how it looks; it's how far, and how many. And used to watch Ballesteros and Palmer, 2 of the worst golf swings you'd ever seen, but they did the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And you don't have to have perfection in deliveries and the like, but you need to be consistent. And that's what they were.
Yeah, picture the shot. Yeah, I'm no Ryan Bester, but I'd start my pre-shot routine when I pick my bowl up, and then it's not a long routine, but it's you focus.
A very
from
good
that
bowl
point.
there from the skip. You start to put the pressure on now.
G'day, Anne, watching from a very wet Coffs Harbour.
Yeah, I was talking to my mate in Hat Head, and he's told me that it's been pelting down in that area.
Yeah, good point, Amanda. If you don't watch your bowl, you don't know what to correct. Exactly right.
Yep.
And I was told by my skip, if I have to watch this rubbish of yours, you'll have to watch it too.
Has your rubbish improved?
Yeah, it's getting better. Okay, down in the head again here. Important bowl for Sue. Running out of ends.
This is going to duck away again. Weight might be good enough to cut out a couple there. Maybe only one now. That's what she needed. Well, this is not going to trouble the scorer.
No. One more to Team Thuringowa. Now, this is an important end, Timbo. Jenny and Sue need to hit back here, ideally with more than one. But currently the margin is more than the number of ends to go.
So five ends, 6 behind. So we definitely need multiples now.
G'day, Jeff. Yeah, we can see the scoreboard over there, 14-6 on the adjacent rink to our TV rink, but I cannot tell you who's leading. EV? DB. DB is on 14? D and a V.
Yeah, and double H is on 6.
Double H is on 6. So, sounds like Deb's in front there, Jeff.
Morning tea.
Lovely weight there from Kate, but very wide.
Yeah, Robbie's packing his travel bag for the game. He's prepared his morning tea, his lunch and his afternoon tea. It's non-alcoholic, but it is drink all of it. That's a better start there from Jenny. There's still 56 minutes on the shot clock, and I'm not sure that's going to play any part of in this game with only 6 ends to go.
No.
The Jimmy C rule of 6 bowls, 6 minutes. We'll see these girls in the clubhouse well before the clock runs out.
The Club Marucci girls arriving for their quarter-final. It's warmed up quite a bit this morning. It's a beautiful autumn day.
Well, home that comes with this one, Jen. Going to get all the way back. There you have.
Very good, just what they needed.
It's more like what we've seen from you earlier. Let's see whether Kate can get in here and make a difference. Is it going to get all the way? It's going to go close.
Trying to.
Oh, probably second shot. It's brought about a change of hands here. It's given it plenty of grass out there. It should just come back into view now. It hasn't quite got the legs to get it all the way home. But they cross over with the Bagara girls holding the shot.
Now, Wendy Jones trying to just come inside the purple.
Yeah, pretty good effort.
Yes. It's a fraction wide. Now, that bowl of Jenny's shouldn't really affect Sue here. She's bowling with Aero Evolves, I believe. So, quite a wide bowl.
They're not going to get round that front one. That's not going to get a rub here. Punched up one of Jen's
Jenny's
bowls, but not enough to be in the count.
The marvellous Jo Watts has just walked in, getting ready for her quarter-final on the TV rink
Oh, nice. Thanks.
with Sophie Allen.
They might promote up her teammate's
did.
bowl. It's unfortunate that it ran into it. It lost its momentum when it ran into one of Jen's. So Bagara's still holding. Another shot on if she can get to Jen's foot.
Yeah, got to be up.
Well, this is a line, and it is going to be up. It's a round.
Jenny likes it.
This will be a counter, I believe.
Now she wants to stop.
Thought she
Very
was going to
good.
get down and pray for it to stop.
It was well ridden, that bowl, Timbo.
It's amazing, mate. The bowl doesn't have eyes or ears, but the bowlers think that it does. They wave it through one way, yell at it to stop and turn.
It's not listening. Good, smart play here from Wendy, coming down to have a good look at the head and what she needs to do.
I'd like to get a set of bowls where you could put the words on it. You know, I don't have ears or eyes.
No.
We
Just
get
a
one to
reminder
get
of our sponsors here of this open pairs and over 60s pairs, identified services for all your property management, commercial cleaning, waterproofing, protective coating, labour hire and recruitment. All sorts of different industries, and Sunshine Coast Council, which has certainly turned on the weather for us this week. And the great Algester team now coming in, getting ready for their quarterfinals. And Sophie Allen has arrived, ladies and gentlemen,
Bearing gifts.
and so has Robbie's driver, the great Reece McDougall. Okay, Wendy back on the mat. At least one down, probably two. Leading by 6. Will she play weight through here? She's got 3 best backs. No, she won't.
It's only on the draw. That's where they come from out there. She's got enough to come all the way back. No, I don't think so. Right, very important here. You need to get this +1.
Yeah, at this point of the match, Timbo, at 3 would be very good for them.
Well, they do need a multiple, and jumping it in straight away and getting a free bowl to do it.
She's got good
She's certainly
class.
given it out in the right paddock. It's just got to get
Round
past
it.
this one, and it
It
has.
has.
What a great shot.
What a great bowl.
Yep. That's a great skips bowl to add on. Just what the doctor ordered right at this time. They put mine.
Measuring for 3.
I found a way to cover it up and make it cool. I took it off a hot head.
Only 2. Faye from the Koana Thunder has just arrived for her quarterfinal as well. They're all streaming in now.
I missed what happened. Was it 2 or 3?
2.
2? Yep. Well, that was one of the multiples they need. So we're
15, 11.
4 the difference.
4 to go.
4 to play.
Anything's possible.
There could be an advantage here for Team Bagara. They can determine the length they wish to play.
Yeah.
And Jenny's job will be to go bang and put it straight on. Keep the pressure on. Oh, not sure this has got enough weight to get here. It's going to be a metre or so short. But it didn't lose as much running away because that's the tighter of the hands coming back to the club.
Yeah, not a bad starter from Jenny. Kate's after her. Is she here?
And got her.
That is
Roped in.
still 3 foot short. Plenty of room.
Well, this one's not going to quite get there. Was right at the jack, but a metre or so of weight was required. Goes back. Kate can steal the advantage here. She's well pointed.
Yeah, this is on a good track. Is she here?
Oh, it's going to get there. It's certainly going to be in the count.
Yep, that's shot. Still good 2 foot short.
It's probably the go to try and play through these, I would have thought. You know, open it out a bit, if anything else. Anyway.
Marucci girls walking in for their quarterfinal.
Hey, Dave.
Jenny
Team-
riding this one. She's
Team Rickson.
just getting round it. Yeah, half of the Malta World Cup side.
Yes, they were World Cup champion bronze medalists in the Com Games, and then they won medals, I think, in the Com Games in the pairs. I think it was the sisters played in
Yes,
the pairs.
Rickson sisters. Okay, skips walk back to the mat. It's at least 2 to Team Thuringowa. And got the skip's dream, an old minefield of short bowls again, Timbo.
Yeah, mate, nightmare time. If I had any hair, I'd be pulling it out.
Yeah, Colin,
is-
I thought Joe might have had a new nickname there. Zor. It's very interesting.
Which is why I probably thought the better play with that last bowl of Jen was trying to open that up a bit to allow better access. Just come round the side. That might even be second shot there. This one's going to get a run forward here, I think. Just
Ran into Jenny's, but probably...
laid down Jen's bowl.
Yeah, maybe he didn't move it any closer.
Jen's on the way in there. I'm still convinced the shot is to play through them.
Yes.
But then again, sitting on the bench in the commentary, we're never wrong.
I think it's the percentage bowl. You've got much more opportunity to move something and get a bit of luck. She's just run into her opponent's bowl there, which didn't have enough weight to push that through at all.
Yeah, see where Jen's bowl is out on the narrower hand, you know, it's harder to get in there, and then on the wider hand, there's just a big line of bowls. So
Yep.
for me, you do have the backest one.
Got to run
You're
through
a couple
the head.
you're a couple down, so.
Yeah, she's tried to draw again, but
Yeah,
she's
but that-
too wide.
Like I said, the line she's played is the line on a wider drawing hand than that.
So I believe Wendy has 2 shots at the moment.
Is that two? Is it? I thought that wing bowl might have been the third, but maybe it's the two in the front.
So another free kick here.
This is closer to the right line with the weight she can add to this. She's got to get past that front one, and she hasn't. They've walked in to have a look. It
2
is
shots.
is two, I
Skip.
believe.
Yep. They've skipped back to the 6-shot lead. Only
Yep.
3 to go now.
Yep. So we're a minimum to an end, and the task for the Townsville girls is just to turn their side of the scoreboard over.
Yeah.
and that will go pretty close to securing the win. With the 6 shots they've got, that'll run to 7, and they'll need 7 in 2 ends. That's a pretty difficult task in this format.
A tall order, as they say, Timbo.
A tall order. Oh, be God, oh, be gosh. Stretching it out a bit here, the Townsville ladies.
The Leeds have had a good battle, but the second half of the game, Kate's really found a rhythm and put a lot of pressure on Jenny.
That's a pretty accurate call. It's a good start here.
Yep.
That's what you want.
Very good. So, you have to be up now, 6 behind. No short bowls, please.
Another good-looking bowl from Kate.
Yeah, 2 rippers.
Just piling the pressure on now. Jen's first one was a couple of metres short. Cannot have that at this time. And this is going to run into that short bowl, I suggest, which is not going to be good.
Another good line here from Kate. Perfect weight every time there.
Yep, 3 good lead bowls, that's for sure.
Don't tell me. Well, still 3 to Team Jones.
Yeah, not a bowl past the head. That makes it extremely difficult for a skip when you're needing a multiple with 3 ends to go. Feel like the weight of the world's on your shoulders.
Yeah,
Looking over at the rink next to the streaming, the Kawana girls who played yesterday, Aileen Duckett and Diane Vitarelli. To be having a good game there. Aileen's just nailed it on the kitty. There's another counter coming here.
Oh, this is a beauty. Now, that is extremely hard.
It's difficult to get a shot here without a bowl behind.
This has to be... Well, I'd be going backhand trying to move the yellow and just trying to sit there, but this is very tough to draw this. She's only got 2 inches to draw
Being
it.
a betting man, I'd be turning the scoreboard over now. I just don't know how many I'll be turning it over for.
Yes,
And
is,
not to be disrespectful, but it was a very hard task to get a shot there. And you're limited now with as being a dead draw because you've got nothing behind to work with. If Wendy comes out and plays his hand and leaves one in the way here, that's going to make it even harder. He's going to start turning through in there now. She may even get another counter out of this.
Yep, it's going to be another counter, all
but
right.
it's blocked up. It's blocked up a hole there.
Yeah, she's got to play backhand and try and just chip that out and stay. But
I think she's still looking to draw up on the same hand. This is more of a chance, but she's going to run into the yellow and just add that.
It was a very smart bowl of Wendy's.
Yeah. Yeah.
This has been a...
And that finished in the perfect spot.
Yeah.
And now she's got a counter with it. So
it's been a terrible
chance to put the nail right in the coffin here. You draw the extra one with the last one, which I think she's gone pretty close to doing. Yep.
Excellent end of bowls from Kate and Wendy.
There's 3 on the go there now. I think the best she can hope for, if she can draw to that back yellow and maybe just sit off it and fall, she may go close to, or she'll definitely cut it down, but she'll go close to getting shot. It's just not going to hold up enough. We'll get the runner through. Oh, look at that. They're going to have a measure.
It's one good bowl out of 6 there, Timbo.
Yeah, well, if it's the one, if they're measuring it and that's the one bowl for the shot, that's a big bowl to keep them in the game. They'd have had virtually no chance if the measure had gone against them. No, don't measure that one, measure this one.
She's got the shot with that last bowl. What a great bowl.
There you go.
Sue Jardine. 5 ordinary bowls and 1 ripper. That's all you need.
Yep. Okay, 5 shots the difference, 2 ends to play. Still in with a chance. Definitely looking for a multiple here. So you're not chasing a bigger number in the last end. So Bagara gets set to determine the length of the end.
Going fairly long.
Oh, she's up about 2 metres. She's going to get to the tee. Yep, she'll get to the tee. I can't quite see on the screen how close she was to the tee to tee. It's pretty close, I would suggest. There we go.
Right on it. No, just about 2 foot short of it.
Like 2 cricket pitches.
Now, Jenny needs to play a much better end here.
Well, this is pointed well, but it's just a weight now, and I'm not sure it's going to stay on the playing field. Yeah, well, how wrong am I? It did.
It did.
Yep.
Best back.
At least having it on the decks to start. This is pointed well, but it's gonna run through as well. Not going to get as far as Jen's, but.
Oh, she's taken too much off there, Timbo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colin, over 60s typing without your glasses yet. I made my debut in the over 60s yesterday. I learned some new words. I saw people being disoriented and going to wrong rinks. Saw scoreboards going up backwards. I saw a lot of different things. I saw people get lost trying to get there. I saw people walk the wrong way coming back from the bakery. But generally had an exciting day.
I need to get one here on it. It's a good track to start with. How much more have we got? Not enough. They threw it long and just put 3 down and hasn't got one within a bull's roar. Very disappointing for them.
Well, that's 2.
I think we're building a clock here.
Oh, Timbo.
We just need a 1 o'clock and a 4 o'clock, and we've got the clock.
It's not their best end, but it's the first time they've gone this long, I suppose. But I tell you what, Sue's going to have to bowl 3 rippers here.
I won't put anything past her after the last effort. 4 or 5 down with less than an inch or so to draw, and she did.
Yeah, I think Wendy will be kicking herself for giving her that little shelf to sit on. But anyway, what do? Is she going on her backhand? She hasn't played a lot of backhand this way.
Yeah, well, this is the wider of the draws. That's a good field for that.
Yeah, it's looking pretty
working
good
now. This is going to go close to being the boss.
Needs to hurry a bit.
Yeah, well, it has, I believe.
No.
It hasn't?
No, Kate's put the finger up. Thinks
So it's the bowl at 3:15.
Yes. But now we've got one at 1 o'clock as well. "12 bowls on the rink at one time, Timbo. There's no reason we can't get the full clock face." Very good. That's in. That is in. So Sue just looking for another 3 feet on her first.
Sent this because it's in a good paddock. Yep.
Yeah, weight
We're
looks
going to
better.
like this one better.
Hurry a bit.
She's
saying.
shoveling it in. Did it get there? I don't think so.
No, I think the yellow beats that.
Oh, both the thirds are indicating it's a measure. It's certainly taken a narrow line on that, and that's going to go off and do nothing other than possibly... No, it's not going to be in the way of the draw there at all.
You got your 11 o'clock there, Tim.
Yeah, she just needs to play similar bowl there. She's got 2 of her own coming in. If she gets around the bowl at 3 o'clock, she'll have shot as well. So a lot of options there are available.
Line's pretty good.
Yep, she's sent it in the right spot. She's got a little bit more weight this time, but that's just going to sail through. It's just not going to be good.
So we're going to
if they're holding shot here, the Townsville girls, and Wendy manages to draw another one, that will be the game. They won't need to play the last end. They'll be 7 in front, and they'll have an early mark, as will we.
Good morning, Glenn. And Marianne, I can't tell you the score in the Charmaine's Lehman game at this stage.
Hey, Jimmy C, there'll be no doubt about that, brother. I'll make sure they're icy cold for you. Oh, it was John. Sorry, not Jim. Jimmy just walked past me and got confused. I do that all the time.
Charmaine 5, Pamela 12. Just been told. Thank you, Tony. So Wendy's elected not to play her last bowl. They've gone to the tape. One shot, so 6 the difference.
Okay, so they need the full count to get the tie, force an extra end.
I'll give you 7 to 1.
7 to 1 about what?
Getting the full house.
Hey, listen, for those that have heard us on this stream before, you'll know this bloke has been trying to con me out of money with the worst bookmaking odds ever. Fairningham. He'd be going broke because no one would be betting with him for his scandalous odds.
All right, 8.
Listen, mate, if it doesn't have a 2 in front of a two number figure, it's no good.
I think
This is 20s minimum.
you'd suggest 6 would be pretty easy to defend, but we've seen it all in this game. Anything can happen. But yeah, Kate just needs to get a couple of good ones in the head here. The main thing is Jenny cannot be short this time, Timbo.
No, not especially after Kate's just lobbed it right on.
It's a fair starter.
I'll be looking for 50s now for that all 6.
Good track.
If it doesn't get past the head, I'll be looking for 150s.
It's a good bowl.
Well, it's potentially still in play.
Two great bowls from Kate. She's really been the dominant lead in this match. Jenny, just a reminder, has only been playing 5 or 6 years. She's done extremely well, and it's a very difficult task to get through any section of a state championship, so she should be very proud.
It's a better effort there.
Troy reckons he's glad I'm not a bookie. Also reckons that was a bit tight, the old 7-1 for a full house.
Yeah, keep your money in your pocket, Troy boy.
Yeah, Glenn, the Townsville girls are playing extremely well, and those 3 lead bowls from Kate Leverton are just an example there right in front of us.
Well, I think I'll be calling her to whack that and try and kill it and start again.
Yep. Yeah, maybe just try and get some more in the way here.
I don't want to be widening up a target and giving her a big target to whack at.
No.
Well, it has.
Yeah, it's got to play for luck here through the head. Oh, lovely bowl. Got the shot, but they need 5 more.
Well, only a couple more bowls to come. I'm not sure how Harry Houdini could get out of this. Let's see what Sue
I
can
think
do.
it's game over. The Thuringowa girls have bowled a very good end once again.
Yes.
So last bowl of the match, unless they can kill it.
I think they've resigned to the fact that the opposition were too good here.
Yep, nice effort, but that'll be it, folks. Thanks for joining us. The girls don't realise the game's over. And are still going. The game is over, but they want to keep playing.
Yeah, the skips realise that it's done. We're sitting here thinking, no, we can't be that silly.
Skips are still looking at their cards.
Yeah, well, the Gold
Game's
Coast,
over.
the
Yep.
Gold Coast media team, live streaming team, brought to you by Bowls Queensland, the Sunshine Coast Council, and Coolum Beach Bowls Club. The major sponsor for the event, Identified Services, Cleaning, Maintenance and Management. Identified Services and the major sponsors of Bowls Queensland State Champions, men and women. Open and over 60s. We thank them for their support. I'd also like to acknowledge the host club, Coolum Beach Bowls Club, and all of the other venues on the Sunshine Coast for providing their clubs for these events. So thank you so much. And to all of the staff, volunteers, green staff, bar staff, bistro staff, who have lent their support so far. Well, you were, 10 days into this, and we've had 4 days of this. So the last 2 weeks they've been at it every day at some clubs. Thank you so much. And to the sponsors of Bowls Queensland, thank you to Mullins More Than Law, the Queensland Government, BCIB Insurance Brokers, ASEC Sport, J. Carroll Club Promotions, and Bioscapes Group. Of this, we have a 30. Okay, we've got an earlier start, so we'll be back at 11:30 for a quarter-final match in the ladies' open pairs. Denise Gilbert and Tarina Gillis against Sophie Allen and Joe Watts. Till then, on behalf of the team, thanks for listening, and we'll see you then.